How about that? How about that shit? It's working. God dang it, that's great. Okay, so I had a little doodle open of Captain Falcon with ample bosom and simian face. I have a halo of light cascading down my face. Oh yes, how angelic. What's up, everybody? We got the Paladin, we got Animor, we got Kenjamin, we got lovely Moxie Moth. Now it's a party. Great to have you all. This little light here reminds me of when I was a youth, when I was in my youth, when I was small and tiny. You know those little peepholes that you could see through, right, through your door? I guess they're called peepholes. Um, well, they would cast a rainbow ball on the wall when the sun lined up with it, and I was like accidentally the first time I was like, whoa, I was looking at it and then I turned around and it cast these like crazy colorful starbursts patterns on my eye, and depending on how you kind of parallaxed, right, did a little shimmy, right, it changed colors and it was beautiful. It looked like a special effect, and I don't know, maybe I wonder if that has something to do with my obsession with light and color. Possibly, possibly. Whenst thou wast worth a young if? Yes. All right, so let me get some tunes. Let me get some tunes rocking. Let me get some fucking tunes. It's great to see you all. It's fantastic to see you all. I'm incredibly happy to see you all in chat. All right, let me do this real quick. Make sure I got these businesses, these small businesses rocking and rolling. Pair relaxed. Ha 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 ha. My pair is relaxed currently. What I'm referring to? My eyes, of course. Of course. Yes, exactly. All right, let's get some chill vibes. Chill vibes going. Start playing them on my end. And y'all can't hear nothing just yet. Let me just go ahead and bop and then boop and then beep. Will this work? No. Would you fucking go? Oh, I understand. I understand everything. I am aware of all things. My awareness is expanding rapidly. Perhaps more rapidly than I can comprehend. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. How's y'all's day going so far? Passable? Dreadful? Wonderful? What kind of full is your day? Full of shit? There's Ion Immorte. Is my favorite fellow Nathan. Ion Immorte. Yes. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. One. Nothing wrong with me. Does. Nothing wrong with me. This is gonna do it. This is gonna do it. This is gonna do it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's a very fun. It was one of the first like riffs of a song that was not mine that I learned. It's actually deceptively easy for how good it sounds. All right, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Perfecto. Per fucking fecto, Joe. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to see your stuff. We're going to have a new arrival in the realm tonight with the Paladin. I'm incredibly excited. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff here. So, I got an idea. I had an idea, right, to resume a very specific project that y'all might know me for in the past on stream. And Moxie had the phenomenal idea of using it as a warm-up. Let me see if I can get a timer clock app, timer app. Oh, yes. Clock needs an update. It's a clock. You crock. I hate the future we live in. For so many reasons. America. How do you need an update for a clock like that bad? Because I'm gonna add it right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add this as a source. And we'll see how this works. All right, let's get a new one. You might be privy to the category I'm about to click on real quick. I mean, if it's still here. If it's still here. It should still be here. I'll spare you, Mox. Oh, I love this song. It's really good. Huh. I guess I just don't have it here. Well, this will be a great place to start it. All right, social media. I don't need that 4K biz. Cool, 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 cool. We should work on the caveat. Yes, music video on stream. That would be insane. Incredible. Incredible. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's make a new time viewer. That's an hour. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Save. And I think if I can make this work, boink. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. 31 minutes. No. No. It added one when I wasn't looking. Asshole. All right, you know what? Edit. Prick. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And the name of this shall be 30-minute animation. A lowercase the middle I, and I was tempted to keep it, but no. Boink. That's done. There we go. I tried, but laundry was happening. And time management, who is that? I don't know that bitch. And there we go. There we go. Shut up. With your my face dead inside. How dare you? Alright, window capture. Timer. Pronounced de Angus. 4 pounds de Angus beef. Brother? Oh, hell yeah. It's something to chew on. Okay. Asshole. Le Royal de Angus. Ouais. It is the epitome of fanciness. Alright. Maybe it's an application. Not audio, you prick. How about this? When people talk about stakes being high, is look, I am only my beef is the most elevated of all. Okay, apparently it won't fucking put the timer on here. Ooh, okay, fine. Whatever, I'll just do it on my phone and I'll show you after the fact. Fuck it. I don't give a hoot. I don't give a dang. I don't give a heckin'. I'll do a stopwatch instead. So what we're going to be doing today as a nice little warm-up, my friends, is resuming my 30-minute animations. So I'm gonna do as much as I can within that time frame. We will see what the hell happens. I'm excited. It's Joe Jackson, baby. That's what the song is. Okay, let's see here. It's a bossa nova, or it's really more like a Cuban situation. Remember. Yes. Yeah, it is. It is. There is a sort of Mr. Bungle adjacency happening. That's funny. I didn't think about it until you mentioned it. All right. So let's go. All right. Hajime. All right. Animation assist. FPS 24. You gotta do it. Let's do a classic. Just do the funny face getting punched in his funny face. Always good. Look at this man. So smug. So self-assured. Gonna take him down a level, you know what I mean? Little light Giorno situation. There we go. Just let him hang out for a little bit. Full second. There we go. Okay, let's do a second layer. Okay. Okay, I didn't keep the time of it. That's good. That's what I wanted. His hair is weird. It's like trinoculars. Oh, I scream. Leanne the Hobbits just really wanted ice cream right in the middle of this song. I respect it. We're at 5 minutes. I had a really, really rough night in terms of sleep, so I can feel the drag and the sheer like lack of speed that I am demonstrating right now. So I hope I can get something halfway decent out of this. At least something to make me chuckle. I'm also out of practice, but it's fine. Dude, every single person I've talked to has had a shitty night's sleep. It's really weird. Yeah, my impulsive thoughts. Ice cream, ice cream. I'm gonna have to just reverse this fist because I hate it. Hold on a second. Billy, 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 billy. There you go. The sort of collapse of the face can stay, but this has to go. Yeah, it was really rough. Like maybe 1.5 hours total. I don't know. Certainly feels like it. Whatever it was like the wrong number of hours. You know what I mean? Like when like you're right in the middle of a cycle and you're just like completely jacked. Not like buff. That'd be cool. Man, I got so ripped and all it took was sleep deprivation. Man, be like flying off the shelves. Sleep deprivation. 5 hour energy at night. There we go. That looks enough like a fist that I don't care anymore, which is what I wanted. The hair kind of unfolds like noisemakers. Concerned for just a moment. I think it's funnier if there are no eyes visible. It's just his face just kind of puckers. One of the best, like, dude getting punched in the face animations I've ever seen was in Gurren Lagann. Um, Roshiu after the time skip. I think it was Shimon that just like decks him in the fucking face, and it looks incredibly painful, but also it's amazing. Like god damn, it's incredible. Upturn there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 10 minutes. Get in there, man. Get in there. This goes up. This tenses up. The ascot begins to lift. Yep, yep, yep. To a good start. Just buries that shit right in there. And then we'll just add some in-betweens to seal the deal. Only one is necessary. Just continue that motion. You ever make bread and you like punch the dough? That's kind of the vibe. You don't punch, you just deflate it. Yeah, no, but I want his face to feel like it's made of dough. Yeah. Run up Muhammad Ali on this bitch. Speak for yourself, motherfucker. Incidentally, don't eat any bread that I make. It will be abused. Yes. Oh my god. Well, this island fucking explodes. That's actually what happens. What? I didn't know. I haven't seen much. Just the live dubs. God, this shit's funny. One. Penny Parker's Sonic the Hedgehog is actually too good. It's like absurd. She's amazing. Oh, it's so funny. little bit of structure leading back into it. Almost at the halfway mark. His ear creeps around over here. Just nothing but sad eyebrows being sucked into a butthole that was once your face, you know? It's just how it is on this bitch of an earth sometimes. Make this two. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put on a separate layer the eyeball and see if I like it. It's so good. Yeah, I like the eyes. What do you think? All right, good. Excellent. Hop. That's way too fucking funny. Yeah, Jeremy Messersmith is an absolutely incredible musician. Moxie introduced me to him, not personally, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, great musician. Yeah, I've actually gotten that a lot. I think when Ren and Stimpy was initially airing, I was like, it was like a little bit like I was like too young to really appreciate it. But everybody says my timing and my particular flair for silly ass expressions is very compatible with Ren and Stimpy. So I should probably revisit it now that I'm a little bit older. I saw its log. I did enjoy its log. That shit's funny as hell. It's better than bad. It's good. But that dude, I've not had the pleasure of seeing The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. It's the Ren and Stimpy guy who is the director for it. And that alone makes me want to see it. The clips that I've seen are fucking hilarious. Like it's so fucking funny. Oh my god. I don't know. It's something about it, man. Like it's like inappropriate. It's hilarious. I don't know. It's very odd to see. I was like, why did Disney give it to this guy? I love them for it, but like, Mickey Mouse, like, I'm totally obsessed with you, saying that to Minnie or whatever. Oh my god, it's so weird. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna shrink this down to. I want to boom, 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 boom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this final frame, the first frame, and I'm gonna make it the last frame, and then we'll end up shrinking it back to a proper loop. Add some in betweens real quick. Okay. Have you ever watched slow motion of someone getting punched in the face or slapped in the face? It really gives you an appreciation for how elastic the human body is. It's so bizarre to see. We're about at 20 minutes. nose flat as the fist caresses it. Becomes more concerned. Fucking that's no good. Unfurling to begin with. Should stay pretty much in the same spot there. Just starting there. Even a simple character with a very objectively kind of few lines, this kind of exercise really teaches you how demanding, you know, even one additional line can be in the context of animation. For like every line that you add to a character design has an impact on what you can do with them in terms of quickly and efficiently animating them over a course of time. And sometimes you just don't care. Like there's some essentially like sweatshops in China that have like unbelievably crazy character designs and they do everything at 30 FPS and it's just insane. Like it's like literally it's like actually like borderline slave labor. It's so bad. It's like I do not envy them even slightly. The difficulty is in order to get something punchy, sometimes you gotta like omit frames, even if you spent a lot of time on them, right? We got one more right there. And if I end up not using it, I'll feel like a fool, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I can do that. The cheekbone being sucked in will sell the overall motion, I think. If it's not quite punchy enough, I might up it to 30, as if I was doing that from the beginning. Could be fun. Minus the bear, man. Great band. It's really funny if you go through their discography, you could tell the moment they started taking themselves seriously. Like they got older than a certain point, or they were like, we're kind of, this is kind of a career now, and we can't really afford to be as silly. Because they used to call their shit like funny stuff. Like they have a song called Lemurs, man. Lemurs. And it's like, like irreverent instrumental song names. Like, want to throw up? Get me naked. Great song name. Hilarious. But then they're like started naming their shit less ridiculously, and you're like, oh, okay, you guys serioused up a little bit. It's pretty funny. Okay, if I can get his hair done. Whoa. Oh, that's right. I put this frame back there, so it's gonna get really weird if I ping pong it. Okay. I think I have enough time for one more, which will make it work. And then this pulls away. Okay. Let's have this. My favorite thing in the world. Just a nice smear frame here. It's kind of like a visual, like a gradient of shapes, you know? You take the midway point, right, and you kind of skew it. Have the nose kind of like pop out as he's pulling his hand away. About 3 minutes left. Chin go wubba wubba back into place. That does not need, because the distance that's traveling is not actually exceptionally large. Maybe I'll have it like relax a little bit. I'll leave that in the same place. That I think needs to be like a squiggle. Oh, the clock is ticking. See if that works. Curls back up. Okay. Disappears. There we go. And that is a wrap, my friends. There you go. Boop. So let's see. I think it can stand to delete some frames, honestly. Let's see. What do you think? I think I'm gonna hold a frame right here. How are we feeling there? Whack, 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 whack. Let's see, I can delete that. I think I think that one right between these two is necessary, but the other one I'm gonna leave out. I think I'm gonna have this for less time. How many frames is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it needs that held frame, I think. Mm. I love as Giorno's hair unrolls. Thank you. All right, there we go. The fiddly bits I don't count towards the time. Sue me. Like just as long as I'm not drawing or animating after the 30-minute thing, arranging I think is fine. Yeah, it needs to. That one does not need to be there. He's like, anyway. Yeah, that guy can go. And then we're golden. It's very funny. I'm happy with it. All right, moving on. Outstanding. So, oh, let's catch up on chat now that I'm no longer occupado. Moving up, moving up, moving up. Right, Stimpy. Yep, yep. Dude looking down and gesturing to his empty plate. Croissant. If I remember, he has some kind of allegation, so somebody cool like you should champion the style instead anyway. Ooh, allegations. Damn it. The ripple effect. Pixel animation is the same. I have a friend who just loves putting gradients into his work and just. You ever want to animate this? Like, it doesn't have to be so complex. I like how he's breaking the fourth wall for a second of like, can you believe this shit? I've never seen or played Astrobot. I had a blast playing Astrobot. It's so fucking cute. Squish, yes. Cool. All right, I'm all caught up. Let's get it. What do we got? What do we got? So, I think I will continue doing some. I need to do some good Captain Falcons for an upcoming project that I've been trying to work on for like a century, but just have not been. So this is the year I want shit to happen. I gotta make shit happen, you know? Asshole. There we go. Colors going. Oh yeah. That's really funny how the more into weird color shit you get, the harder of a question what's your favorite color is to answer because everything becomes so relative, you know what I mean? It's like, do you mean like to wear? Do you mean like to look at? In what context? Because I've gotten to the point where I completely like augment, like I inherently adjust what a color. It's like, oh, this is that color, but in this context, like a light blue or something like that, to or like a grayish blue. I'm like, oh, this is white at night in the rain or whatever the fuck. Orange will always be your favorite color. I noticed that your name is consistently orange, so that's pretty cool. Orange is a strong color. All right, let's get some doodles, baby. Doodle time. People always end up drawing Captain Falcon's helmet exceptionally round, and I want to avoid that. Like, I want there to be a little bit of extra shapes in there. Just like one angle right here, you know what I mean? He's just a funny character, man. He's so absurd. Everything about him is just over the top and silly. He's just all poses all the time. I fucking adore him. I think I made a mistake playing the chill playlist while I'm also chilling and sleep deprived. Because I'm just like, no worries if this becomes a nap time stream for you guys. If you wanna be lulled to dreamland by my soothing voice, that is your prerogative. You're welcome to it. I support it. You finally got the perfect clip. Did you? Oh no. Should I be worried? It is in the Discord. Oh, okay. Is it an AC? Or is it of me? I really like drawing characters from memory. I really like it because you end up getting some silly shit. Like it's somehow like way more powerful than just drawing them from a reference because anyone can do that, right? It's like, if you end up like losing a limb or something, like you're just like, yeah, it's the guy, close enough. It's so funny. Captain Falcon's actual design in Smash, he's got like two sets of gloves on each hand. I'm like, man, listen, I understand like germophobia. I understand it. I understand it. You're gonna get like your hands are gonna get fucked up and sweaty. All right, like listen, I know from experience. You wear two gloves all the time. You're only hurting yourself. Gotta remember the nipples. They're technically like up here. I will be. Ah, that's okay. As soon as I feed the cat, I'm gonna go take care of something else as well. Listen to this nice tune for one moment. Timer's about to go off to feed my cat anyway, so I'll be right back. And we're back. All right. I think Spotify is actually a little bit loud, just from what I'm seeing at least. There we go. Yeah, one glove for warmth, one glove for fashion. Well, hard to argue with that logic. It's what he's got is basically like a vacuum formed like pea coat, just adhered to every fucking muscle and sinew that he owns. Waist snatched. Nips knopped. It's Captain Falcon. It's the secret slogan of the F Zero franchise. Have y'all ever played F Zero X? By the way, it's so good. It's incredible. It's one of the best racing games. Like, it's one of my favorite racing games of all time. So it's like mechanically super deep. There's like 50 characters. Like, it's weird. It's just weird how good it is. Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing, and F Zero X all on the same system. Like they got it so right so fast before it was like before they even really before that was even like a genre. I guess there were like Sega games and stuff like that, where you could race in your little car. There were racing games before that, but like 3D racers were like not exactly a thing yet. Let's do this. He looks like Howard Stern. Is that Falcon's true alter ego this entire time? Hold on a second. He does have sunglasses. Yeah, I never had the chance to play it myself, Kenj. I've heard nothing but good things. Hold on a second. I know what I must do. I barely remember what Howard Stern looks like. It's like sunglasses and like a shit ton of curly hair, right? Show me your tits, Captain Howard Falcon Stern. Thank you for your permission of that phrase there, Moxie Moth. If you're wondering why I walked back out of the room looking mad, I was. It's because Maeve had a feather stuck to her whiskers, and I was trying to get it, and she kept fussing, and she got cat food on my hand. Maeve! Her wet food smells so damn gross. It does. It smells like fish corpses and failure. But she seems to like it. She seems to be like, this is exactly what I wanted, Father. It's one of the most important food groups. There he is. When you take off his helmet, there's more sunglasses under that. The fish failed to live. This kills the fish. There he is. I had no idea Howard Stern had such a great bod. Learn something new every day, you know. One of my favorite things about Captain Falcon is the fact that his shapes and everything and his forms and everything are so you'd expect them to be sexual, like hypersexual, but they are somehow sexless. Like him as a character, to me personally, there's such a sort of like goofy innocence about him that he ends up being like, yeah, I would think so. It's the curly top main weird but famous workout routine. They both got fucking shredded, I assume. Hold on a second. I won't be able to fit this. There he is. I feel like we really learned something today, chat. For better or for worse, I feel like we really learned something today. Nip nops. Got them nips and also nops. Ampules. Nipules. There we go. It's actually a tremendous pet peeve of mine when people like everybody just kind of like assumes that Captain Falcon's like a white dude. If you look at him, he has melanin. His nationality, like they're like no one knows anything about him, but we're pretty sure he's Japanese. Like people always fucking draw Captain Falcon as if he was just like the honkiest of honkies, and like that's fair. The voice actor for Vegeta does a fantastic American accent. Yes, but he's not he's not just like, purely white. There's an a semblance of colore in this gentleman. Howard Stern, however, is white. Fun fact. I think, at least. I don't know shit about Howard Stern. I don't really care. I think he's a little tan. It's all the honking he does behind the wheel. You make a lot of sense, Kenjamin. You're making a lot of sense. By the way, Kenj, I don't know if I already mentioned it. Well, I did mention that the Paladin's going to be joining us for Minecraft Fun Times, but we're going to be doing a little Realm voice chattery after stream tonight. Probably directly after stream. And as a matter of fact, if you're interested in joining, we would love to have you. The pit crew has to change Captain Falcon's horn like 5 times during each race. It just goes, yes, 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 yes. You know how hype that would be? No, hell you, Kenj. Typos. How dare you? That makes him look like he's going to throw. Maybe like so. That's kind of nice. Hell yeah. The city's a mess. The city's a mess. Oh no, yes. It's a mess. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce the name of this band, if it's Crack Locks. But they fucking slap. Without question. I'm used to doing like I call them shading layers. I don't know if there's a specific name for them that I'm not aware of. But I usually go, generally speaking, when I'm doing like actual like regular drawings and less animation, I do 4 layers deep. So for instance, it's probably more accurate to call it by a pixel art term because that's kind of the logic that I'm using to make this happen. So Kenj, you might be able to enlighten me how you would refer to these color like layers or levels, right? So I usually go 4 deep. That's like kind of like it's I have a very synesthetic approach to art because obviously I'm a musician and an artist. It helps me organize things to have everything behaving in a similar set of patterns. So this I don't play a chord if it's only 3 usually. I do 4, right? Hence difference between C major and C major 7 or C major with that octave on the C. I don't do it without a certain level of color, so to speak. So it makes sense that I feel like the minimum amount for shading and stuff like that is 4 layers deep if I'm doing this sort of flatter cell shaded style. But I'm trying to get comfortable, trying to get more comfortable with the idea of doing 2 deep so that I can actually get things done in a century as opposed to just like hammering away at things for like millions and billions of years before it's actually like done to my satisfaction. I think it reads a little bit too decidedly green. So let's try this. It's very, 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 very bright blue. Excuse me. Let's do this. And let's make it read as sort of like straight up spandex. I need to seriously find a place where you can watch like old school Super Sentai shit and like Masked Hero, Tokusatsu. Like I was dicking around on Pinterest and I found a catalog of all of the monsters designed from like one season of Kamen Rider, and I was like, this is genuinely incredible character design work. It's genuinely unbelievably good. Like this motherfucker had to produce a character design and they had to make it week by week, if I understand it correctly. But like it's insane. Yeah, I've heard other artists talk about the art of the possible, doing 70% instead of 100% to avoid burnout and meet deadlines. It's a smart idea. I've definitely I'm definitely like way more prone to like, oh, I only know how to do it my way, and and my way is like really slow, and I'm like, why am I burnt out? It's like a certain unwillingness to compromise. I just need to get over that. Yeah, I might check out Tubi. I think they have a bunch of Sentai shows. Outstanding. Thank you, Kench. Beep beep beep. This is kind of like more classic Captain Falcon colors. He also looks a little bit like uh fuck. Oh my god. Ricardo Montalban. Fun fact, he's actually my great uncle by marriage. That's not a bit or anything like that. I am actually like 1 degree of separation away from Ricardo Montalban. Rest in peace, my dude. You were amazing. Um because Loretta Young is my great aunt, is my father's aunt. If you look up Loretta Young on anywhere, she was really big for a while. She is literally like one of the most glamorously beautiful women I have ever seen, like in pictures or anything. I never met her in person. The one chance I had to meet her was at like a family funeral, and there was a guy there who was like a known weirdo, and my parents kind of wanted me and my brother to be like as far away from that guy as possible. It's a thing. Um, I'm not gonna get into the weirdness, but that was the long and the short of the reason why I didn't end up going to the funeral where my Aunt Loretta was, where we could have met. Anyway, she was great. She was a hell of a like starlet in like early Hollywood business. She made a lot of movies and stuff. She had her own show. It was awesome, super interesting. But look her up; she's incredible. The thespianism and such runs deep in my bloodline, and this is what I'm doing with it. You know, it's fine. I I did a theater program, like a full theater program thing, um, for 2 years, right out of high school, because I didn't have any direction. My parents were never really the type to force college on me or the idea of college or anything like that. Um, and I like them and very, inherently kind of passive. So I was like, oh well, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with my life. And my buddy who I was in the theater class with was like, hey, you should do this. I'm like, all right, I got no better ideas. And so I did the theater program. Um, and I decided that it wasn't really for me. You know, I really liked doing it. I met some amazing people. I learned a lot about myself through the act of getting better at acting. But the lifestyle that you need to embody in order to actually be doing theater professionally or whatever means you have to be married to it, and it just did not appeal to me. Yeah. I remember I had been quipping how awesome that Ricardo Montalban was Khan and on Fantasy Island. My dad was very adamant that they were not portrayed by the same actor. It was like IMDb exists, my dude. Yeah, they're literally the same guy. Like it's Ricardo Montalban. He was such an interesting. looking dude with such a incredible amount of status. My my dad likes to tell me this story where I don't remember the setup. Like I don't remember how they came to be talking to each other. But like at one point, my uncle Ricardo was stopped on the street, and a dude was like, "Are you Ricardo Montalban?" He's like, "Yeah, yes, I am." He's like, "I do your voice." For like, so he did like some translation of Uncle Ricardo's. That's what my dad calls him, so it's a habit. I'm sorry if I sound like a fucking douchebag, name dropping or whatever. That's just what he called him. But like, like the Italian dub or something for Ricardo Montalban's roles all have the same guy, and it's this dude who had like a hilariously weird voice, and so Ricardo was like disquieted. And his voice, Montalban could read the phone book, and it would be I would be hooked. Yes, exactly, exactly. Page 31. Smith. Huh? I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh my god. Yeah, he was a hell of an interesting man. Okay, so I'll do this. Yeah, I think that's an acceptable kind of cool gray for the metal elements. Yeah, I fucking love Captain Falcon. He's so funny. Now we sort of peel away the resist, the sort of extra stuff. This is since I started doing more actively like painterly stuff, this is my favorite way to do color. This is just a single layer, make a little blobby blob blue color in there, don't give a shit, and then, you know, like get everything done layer by layer just naturally, and then just erase the excess, and it just like it's really satisfying. It feels really nice. And it ends up being really fast, provided you make the right choice and you don't have to change anything. But I get used to it, so like it's a pretty quick fix. Yo, what's up, Months? Good to see you, bro. I'm just doodling some Captain Falcons. As you might be able to see, Moxie in the chat said he looks like Howard Stern, so I drew him as Howard Stern. That's the real character reveal of the century right there. Big fan of the nips. You know, can't lie, me too, bud. You gotta honor the nips if you're drawing Captain Falcon. Got this right here, I believe is the color that I chose for his face. I'm just not quite sure about that. I'll do this. It's a little deathly pale if I do that. Trying to work within the limitations of my color palette because I like it. I think it prompts interesting choices. Bronze Gulch. Little too crispy there, Cap. I think this is a good midway point. Go back to that. Buddy draws Captain Falcon too pale. I was bitching about that earlier. If you look at him as default color, he's got a nice deep tan. For some reason, makes you think of Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, second Ren and Stimpy mention of the stream. I guess I'm just I'm just the modern harbinger of the Ren and Stimpy ridiculousness. I only watched like one episode as a kid, so it's weird. I would consider the I would consider this style to be mildly and comedically grotesque, and that's fun. Purposefully, of course. Like obviously they knew what they were doing. Yeah, that's what I hear. Just deeply, deeply inappropriate. I guess I'll just leave it with just one layer there. You use a drawing tablet? Yeah, yeah. I use iPad Air. Um, I basically got just like the reason that I use an Apple laptop for music is because I got it specifically for Logic Pro X because overall it's the cheapest option while still getting like I mean obviously there's Reaper and other free stuff. Um, but like I was at a point where I was like I want to be able to do like really advanced shit and start doing music production more seriously. So fucking webcam. So I had to kind of upgrade, and that's what I ended up going with. um, just like with that, we basically got the iPad as a Procreate machine because Procreate feels the best out of any other program that I've found. It's incredibly intuitive. There are a couple of things that are a little bit silly because this is a very sort of like an Apple based program. There's a lot of like very like look what we can do. I'm like I don't care, man. Where's my fill bucket? You gave me something else instead. But like in terms of actually like working with it and drawing with it, it's very enjoyable. I am HO. Tried a small Wacom, but I hate not actually drawing on a screen. Yes, yeah, that is so real. Drawing on like the layer of disconnect of like your hands doing this, but you're looking at the actual screen that's like making the shit. I'm like, no, I can't do it, please. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the iPad make drawing direct on screen works so much better for me too. Yeah, exactly. Yes, as Animort posted, there is a Discord if you are not yet a part of it, Munts, and I don't believe you are. But that's where we do occasional events. We do that's where I put my stream alerts. It's a great place to hang out. You're more than welcome to join if you are so inclined. You just bought a Cintiq in 20. You bought a Cintiq in 2016, and you still use it. It is delightful. Hell yeah, Kenj. But yeah, if you have any interest, go ahead and click that link, my friend Munts. If you don't worry about it. And I know a lot of people that I invited are already in like 40 to 1,000 servers. So like, but like, yeah, let me know if that link works. Hell yeah, I look forward to seeing you there, man. Hmm. That's right. If that's the case, This right here and this right here should be about the same. So it's currently just spinning for you. Yeah, I think we need to update that. Hold up. Moxie would you be willing to pass a more like if you do the invite link in the server itself, just plop that shit in for months here. I'd really appreciate it. Or Animort, either one, anybody, any mod, any of my dear lovely mods. You know, I updated the color palette that I'm using right now to more. Thank you so much, Moxie. Appreciate it. I updated the color palette to more accurately reflect the hue shifting. I built my palettes around Procreate's inherent functions and technical functionality, right? Awesome. Welcome. Um, but I'm trying to build. I tried to build palettes that worked within the technological idiosyncrasies of Procreate. So they work with the hue shift function and the invert function, so that I'll be able to. I have the capacity to, you know, incorporate those little moves into my art, and then while still getting something consistent. So if I'm like, oh, I'll scoot this to this hue, and it'll be accurately reflected in, you know, like as if I had it already, you know, already went to the other color palette variation, yada yada yada. Anyway, and these permutations are worse, in my opinion. Um, Better for some things, worse for others. So I need to workshop it, which is really irritating because I had it super, super consistent for a while. But in some ways, they're better. So I'm like kind of torn. Um, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's not for this stream. That's all I know. Little nip nops. Little nip nop Falcon over here. That's what they call him. All right, let's color up Howard Stern and then move on to something else. Oh, I was about to check my wrist to see what time it was. And I'll never know. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Nice. Oh, did you forget to put your watch on? Absolutely. 100% I did. All this time, Captain Falcon was Howard Stern, and we didn't even know. I feel like I knew what his deal was for a while, and I just forgot outright. I don't remember anything about Howard Stern. What's his deal? He's rebellious. He says things that defy censorship or whatever. Oh, thank you, Kenjamin. That means a lot. I really, really, my taste in music is incredibly important to me. That's actually one. It's funny. That was like my main focus Like one of the things that I liked most about the 30-minute animations when I was doing them more regularly is an excuse to kind of like show off my music taste. It's like if I get a compliment on the music that I chose for whatever it was, which is all my personal, like I did, theoretically the smart thing to do would be to pick only trending audio all the time, ride the fucking algorithm on the fast track to Moneyville, theory, whatever the fuck, right? And I just don't want to like it's such an important part of how I identify myself and how I express myself, the things that I love. You know what I mean? I want to connect with people who have a similar musical taste. I want to connect with people who like my animation, right? I want to be authentic. Authenticity is one of the most, if not the most important thing to me regarding art, regarding like yeah, like contrived art. Oh, thank you so much. I you know, I just love, I like what I like. I attribute anything that I'm doing okay, I attribute to just the things that I like and just engrossing myself in media that inspires me and makes me happy. I'm like a I'm a vessel. I don't have I'm not quite there yet in terms of what I want for my own music. I'm getting there for my art, but like I feel like a lot of music is like if you want to make good music, you gotta listen to good music. That's the best place to start. It's all taste. You have a point about the Howard Stern, but I also suggest Dan Avidan. This is like grizzly, hyper He-Man Dan Avidan. It's the as he refers to it, the ferocious Judaism. I believe that is how he referred to it, of the that luscious mane of flowing curly hair. Yes, I'm a big Game Grumps fan. More square jawed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Ricardo Montalban doing his Dan Avidan cosplay after going to LASIK surgery. Hence the big sunglasses. It's the only sensible approach, right? Of course. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. That's true. That's true, isn't it? Yeah, that's funny because your poofy hair comes from the Italian side and not the Jew side. It's true. Yeah, the Jewish members of your family that we know of have straight hair. Hmm. Interesting. I suppose wavy in your mom's case. I'm not in the mood for that right now. Sorry, Joe Jackson. You had your time. That's good. Jewish folks have like wavy. Yeah. Yeah, there's I know of I know of a few Italian folks that have the curly hair. And it's thick too. Ah, I said eyedropper, you fool. Yeah, this is like one of the best. The I really really like the acoustic version of Everlong. Partially because it reminds me of a very very good friend of mine. He was playing this song with his knee up on the bed and he was just kind of vibing. Very handsome dude. I've never been romantically interested in him, but I'm aware of the appeal from my buddy. Shout out to Jason Dean. Very handsome motherfucker. I hope you're doing well, dude. You can intellectually appreciate someone even if they're not necessarily your type. You're like, good looking motherfucker right there. Like, when you gonna get me on a hook, my friend? Yo, there's so many opportunities that I'm sleeping on just for the fact that I am being really, really lazy and inconsistent with my music when it's not on stream. Like, my wife is an incredible vocalist. She's right across the room. She said that she's down anytime. I've even said, I would love to have you harmonizing on a song. And it's just like, I'm really weird about, like, being perceived while singing, personally. So even though I have the capacity to set shit up, like, in my when I record vocals, I'm not even kidding you, it is in my closet. I open up the closet. There's a coat rack across from it that dampens sound waves there. People in my music production class, yeah, motivation is tough, man. I've been struggling with game dev stuff, streaming, etc. It's like, and like the real, like the main number one bitch of it is the fact that like it is just a matter of course as far as everyone is concerned that you need to literally spread yourself as thin as humanly possible. And I believe Chapel Roan was saying, she was like, we all know that like it benefits you to have as little like self care as possible and as few boundaries as possible. That's what you're encouraged to do in social media and to succeed in the social media sphere is to just compromise as much of yourself and your free time as possible. Oh, shit. Pep talk. All right. Well, in the same vein of what I was just saying, right? It is so tempting. It is so immediate. Hold on a second. I'm going to pause the music so I can actually think. Sorry, Dave Grohl. It is so, yeah, discipline rather than motivation. Well said. But like, there is a sort of an urge, we're funneled right now to commoditize the human experience. We are pressured to take whatever makes us happy or makes us special and convert it into something for other people's consumption in order to feel worthy, in order to feel valid. We need to be appreciated. And yet, 9 times out of 10, the people who do the best are the people who are already doing what they love for the sake of loving it, and then they decided to let people in. So I'm telling you folks, as much as all the creative folks that are in my chat right now, anyone who's watching the VOD, anyone who's listening in any capacity, in any timeline, whatever future past, anything like that, if you see this message, right? I want you and I to start tapping back into why we're creating. And that is because we are creative people, because we must, because there's something inside of us, a little pilot light that's trembling with anticipation for us to, ignite it and cook something up for everybody to enjoy. We're not doing this to be successful. We're not doing this to, blow up on TikTok, blow up on Instagram, whatever the fuck. We're doing this because it's something inside us that we cannot deny even if we wanted to. So we need to just open the lid and just let our little lights shine, whatever they might be. Ignite the fucking pilot light. Put a skillet on that shit. Cook something that you want to eat. Make the food that you want to eat. That's like the thing that I'm trying to focus in on more than anything. And the thing that I think, my good buddy Eric Manahan, shout out to you, Matt Black Studio, he's making a game that he wants to play. He's cooking the food that he wants to eat. My buddy Z Kasai making music that he wants to listen to. It's all you got to do. Just cook the food that you want to eat and fucking eat it, man. Goddamn. All right. Yeah, make the food that you want to eat. Bam. That is like the number one rule for the media that I'm trying to create. Is I want it to excite me, because if it doesn't excite me, it won't excite anybody else. Like-minded people. I want to connect with like-minded people. Yeah, make the food and eat it too. Yes. Good timing. All right, music returning. Come back here, Dave Grohl. You wonderful man. Well, he's got his idiosyncrasies, but that's okay. He's still cool. Yeah. Cheers to creation, to self-expression. Coffee. Aw, thanks. Rhythm awareness. Rhythm awareness. Oh, that song fucking rules. That song's so fucking good. These two artists that collaborated to make this song, Bobbing and Matty J, are two of my favorite recently discovered artists. They're just so good. Yeah, dude. It really feels like a community. You know what I mean? Looking forward to having you. Um, it is so much more fun with multiple people. Like it's something that's kind of like I'm looking forward to showing you around. Looking forward to showing you the basic mechanics. Um, it's way more fun with multiple people, and it might take a little bit of getting used to. Don't worry about getting it right away. Um, but I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you do. Um, and I Mox and I were talking about the future of like Sunday streams, which we've been doing a lot of together, which is amazing and enjoyable. Um, but nobody really shows up to them, and streaming on the weekend is becoming kind of like a bleh, you know what I mean? So I think after this month, I do things month by month, so I make sure that I give them a very solid shot. Um, yeah, survival is the only mode worth playing, in my opinion. Um, it really makes you feel like you earned whatever you made. If you have to go get it, if you don't like, if you have to build structures without, like just being able to like float around, right? It's so gratifying because the stakes are higher. Shit can blow up whatever you're working on or blow you up. It gives the whole process meaning. I made a bunch of structures. Moxie and I collaborated on builds. Um, I like there to be like an X factor, like an element of extra challenge or, zest, right? For what I'm making. Like, nobody builds shit underwater because it's really annoying and difficult. So I'm gonna build a sea dome, and I did, like an underwater laboratory looking thing slash living area. I made a full size sailing ship that I'm still furnishing, but the whole thing is there. You could see it. Um, Sunday feels very lazy for a lot of online communities, trying to relax before the week begins. IDK, bro. But it's excuse me. I'm drooling just thinking about the possibilities. No, but yeah, yeah. But yeah. Forgot what I was talking about before survival mode. Oh. Anyway, hell yeah, yeah. Underground. There he is. in all his splendor. Howard Stern. I forgot what I was saying before, but yeah, um, I'm stoked for it. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. So since weekends are so slow, and also it's probably a better idea for me to not do what I can avoid doing for the sake of preserving my burnout timer, because it's gonna happen eventually. It always does. It's just I want to be ready for it when it happens. We're probably gonna not do any weekend streams next month. And the Minecraft and cozy games and stuff like that will likely be moved to explicitly Discord stuff. You know what I mean? So like homies in the community just hanging out for the sake of hanging out, not doing it on stream. I think it'd be nice. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, I think you're already signed up, the Paladin. I think you're already signed up for the music event notifications and everything, right? Yeah, it could be a cool Discord incentive. In fact, indeed, indeed. All right, it's Howard Falcon's turn. Oh my god, I just realized his name could be mispronounced as Howard's Turn. Whoa. Anyway, it's like a fucking Phoenix Wright NPC or something. He has like a white stripe down his thing, if I recall correctly. That connects to his collar. Yeah, that sounds right. Obviously, I'm doing it gray or metallic, so yeah. Record Minecraft sessions and become YouTubers. I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough, but at like Minecraft to be like a YouTube. It's also like insanely saturated. That's my main misgiving about that. I'm not entirely opposed to the idea, but also like yeah. I think I'm just gonna enjoy Howard's Turn. Sounds like an incredible light magic system focused modern fantasy novel. Yes. It's Howard's Turn, like a YA novel or yeah, just like a modern fantasy. Yeah. I feel it. We got about a full hour left. I'm gonna do more Captain Falcons. I need to decide on an art style for something that I'm working on. Try my more weird color palette that I love. Haven't even fully named it yet. Yeah, this is very interesting. Like look at these, man. The right side of these, like it's so interesting looking. It's very compelling. Oh yeah, I didn't even name it. Just gonna copy that. Here we go. I think I'm gonna call it stuff and nonsense. And let's see how this looks. Make the background color different for this one. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot a tern was a type of bird. I just saw that now, Kenj. That's funny. I do kind of like the sort of flat when he's not mad. No, I just read it, not that I just got it, because he says it in the thing. Oh, Paladin said that. Sorry, the Paladin said that. Bro got Gundam eyes. You've been diagnosed with Gundam eyes. Yeah, no, that's I corrected myself. Yeah. Yeah, well, your brother has good taste. I fucking love Tears for Fears. I'm not gonna lie. So much. Might be my favorite band of the 80s. I'm not in the mood for Louis Armstrong right now. I'm sorry, you two. Good job. Yeah, I'll take bobbing. You deserve shoutouts, Kenjamin, because you're a winner. I've been really. It's been really difficult to decide if I want to do lineless or not, for art styles and stuff. Yeah, saving you from Louis Armstrong. You're welcome. I know. I know. Your business. Got them Gundam eyes, and I can't disguise. You got Gundam eyes. I can't. I literally can't put the same level of grit that she says Betty Davis eyes with. I'm assuming that was what you were referencing. That's the song I got in my head anyway. Hungry eyes, hungry eyes. Yeah. A band I Namco, you can't disguise all Gundam eyes. Is that it? Yeah, I think you're right, Moxie. Scans better. Gotta have a little bit bigger outlines. I keep being like, oh, I need to do smaller outlines. That's what all the cool kids are doing. And then I just don't like it as much, so I go back to the chunk. It's good. Yeah. Er. Now we must duet Hungry Eyes. Let's go. Er. Ah, I fucked up. There we go. Es mejor. Better clean that up a little bit. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Hey, I was gonna write that phrase down when someone said it in chat during your stream earlier when I was there. Hey everybody. Welcome. Thank you for the raid, Skinny Pig. Alicorn Piggy specifically. It is a pleasure to see you. I'm doing horrible faces right now in Procreate, so welcome. I drew some Captain Falcons. Um, Here is Captain Falcon as Howard Stern because Moxie said he looked kind of like Howard Stern. Oh my God, Restless Chat, thank you for the follow. Wow. So little me drawing horrible faces, never. Pshaw, pshaw. You have never seen it. Yeah, it's well, it's just delayed gratification, right? You wanted to do it big on stream. Welcome. So just for all new folks, great to have you. My name is Nathan Blackwood, also known as Blackvoot. Shut up, Esperanza Spalding. Thank you. Um, I'm a variety streamer. I do art and animation. I do music, and I played the BGO game. Um, yeah, we're gonna have a couple of musical events this month. Called one of them is called One Big Jam. It's gonna be really interesting, and I will reveal everything about it next Monday on Music Monday. Yeah, welcome. It's great to have you. Anyway, back to music. Anyway, I'm like really madly sleep deprived right now, so like that was like a pretty limp admin situation, but I'm sure you can forgive me. Bruh. You know that little boop boop boom? That's called an udo. Because it goes udo. Makes sense, doesn't it? Look at all my color palettes. Look how weird and cool they are. He. This song's so fucking good. Alright. Hope you guys are doing good. You're welcome to lurk. Lurk and work. Enjoy yourselves. Stick around if you so desire. Tell me how your day's going. Any plans tonight? Any things that you're excited for? Put them in the chat. I want to know. It needs to be even lower. Yes, we also have a Discord called the Blecking Crew. If you want notifications of my streams, if you want to hang out with a gaggle of just wonderful folks, creative folks, queer folks, everything in between, join us. The link that Moxie posted in the Discord. We want more the merrier. If you haven't followed yet and you want to, please do. Subscribe and all that nonsense that I gotta say. Oh, thank you, the Paladin. It means a lot. Oh, that's right. I reversed his eyebrows because of the. I'm making this sort of like. I'm turning his sort of like falcon emblem. It's like a little bird or whatever. It's a little complicated for the purposes of animating, so I just decided to condense it to like a little crest, right? And I made his eyebrows like the wings for it, right? With my little, I call them carrot eyebrows. It's kind of like the little version of me that I draw the little black, like the channel icon and stuff, right? He's got these little eyebrows like this. They got two lines in the middle of them. Bop bop. Started with Chompy, my main dude, my little OC fella. Hold on a second. Ooh, my hair. There we go. Bop bop. Boom. There he is. Yes, that one exactly. But yeah, I reversed them for Captain Falcons, so they could be part of his little crest. There he is. Have a nice little butt chin here. Good stuff. very shapely jaw for this instance. That's what I should do for this, so I can keep the cheekbones intact. Kind of a Magneto thing going on with the helmet now. That's fine with me. I think this was originally done by Wayne Shorter. He's a great jazz musician. And I only know about him because of Adam Neely, who I really enjoy as a YouTuber. It's YouTube. Connect that all the way. So I like that a little better. But I don't know. Let's try coloring it and see what happens. It's a new year. You can do your taxes. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I got a like freaking tax form in the mail, and I was like, oh yeah, I should probably do that. Money back. Money back. Money's good. I want more of it. Yes, exactly. Please money, please money, please money. Por favor, senor. Uncle Sam. Come on, Daddy Sam. I hope we don't owe money as well. We barely exist. Yeah, I mean, last time we got a little kickback, just for like, yeah, you go, whatever. Yeah, Skinny Pig, how was slash Alicorn Piggy, how was the Baldur's Gate sesh? Any new developments, moments of interest? Anusha's such a sweet, sweet little cupcake of a person, from what I hear, and it's just like, why did you dirge? I know to get closer to Astarion, but like, damn, it's so sweet. You stop trying to non-lethally, stop trying to knock people out. You dirge. That was some funny stuff. I think incidentally this color combo will work really nicely. Bop bop bop. We need to give him a neck. I'm not in the mood for you right now, Yvette Young. Thank you. I'll take that. Kind of the vibe of this drawing kind of reminds you of like M. Bison. Yes. Like that Mega Man face pop. What? Ooh, Mega Man face? You mean this one? think I might have to do a little bit of transparency here. Yeah. It actually does look like box art Mega Man. I love him even more now. You know, it's funny that you mentioned Pikachu ears because I have a bit in mind for like a Captain Falcon animation with the bunny hood. And bunny hood's like almost exactly Pikachu ears. Just because the sort of like two frame breakneck speed. Yeah, no, no, it looks just like bad box art Mega Man. But yeah, I see the visor. I guess that's yellow enough. Yeah, I'm doing sort of a simplified version of his emblem. Oh my god. The Kirby shaped fella? Yeah, just the head. I can do that. Absolutely. 100%. I even give him little appendages where his ears currently are. But I'm doing color tests. Okay, that to that, and then that's at its full brightness. Perfect. Looks good. Looks good. Kirby with Other Faces is delightful, and I highly recommend it as a good time. I actually did um, a reel where you like draw on. There's like a little Kirby template. You draw a face on it, and I drew Gordon Ramsay's face on it. Let me see if I could find it. It's from like a while back, but it is. I find it quite amusing. Let me see if I can find it. But yes, I am well versed for better or for worse in that exact thing that you're describing. Yeah, it was before Caveat even. This was a while back. I remember when I did things. Imagine that. We got all these 30-minute animations. Well, I got one more to add to the pile now. Damn. Hold up. Just to show you that I'm not lying. Wouldn't do a thing like that. Wow, it was before even the 30s. There it is. 1 second, wait for it to adjust. Come on, you beast. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Drama face. Fucking. Nah, I guess I gotta put it in the Discord. Anyway, look, there's good. There it goes. There it goes. Woo! Wow. Delicious. I've eaten your entire stock of food. There he goes. Helsing's a la carte on Kirby? Hell yeah. Wow. There he is. All right. Picture in picture. Anyway, back to horrible Captain Falcon. Bad box art Captain Falcon. Little one. This song's so good. It's so fucking cute. The lyrics are adorable if you look them up too. Is it weird that you're getting Nappa like from Dragon Ball Z? Vegeta from the Ramsey one. Oh yeah, yeah, the baldness and the crag. Did you see my Nigel Thornberry Mii fighter in Smash? I showed him off on my birthday stream. God, I love it. I love it so much. That dude is absolutely terrifying looking, honestly. Nigel Thornberry? Mm-mm. Interesting. I never would have realized. Yes, I love the there's like there's like what you call it? There's this YouTube video of like somebody edited all of the Disney princesses, like a bunch of them are like turning around, and every time they do, there's Nigel Thornberry's face edited onto it. It's fucking hilarious. You did, yes. Amazing. All right. That's what I started with, right? Yes. Good. Fucking nightmarish. Oh, speaking of nightmarish, did anybody else play the Toy Story game? It was almost like the same rendering style as like Donkey Kong Country, like theoretically with polygons, but it was, compressed into 2D pixel art. Um, there was a Toy Story game for the PC, and it had like a nightmare level. And I've described this a couple of times. Color palette was super dark. So many people that I've spoken to about it are like, I've never seen or heard of that game, and I can't find it anywhere. Chad, I've just learned about Larry the cat who lives at number 10 Downing, and I love him so much. That's a very specific thing. It sounds very specific. Is a thing that I don't know, but it's a cat, so that's already like high marks in my book. As a cat father, a cat parent. Number 10 Downing is where the Prime Minister of the UK lives. Oh, I see. Little cat. He is he's the real Prime Minister as far as I'm concerned. He calls all the shots. Has been there for like 15 years. That's an old ass cat. Good for him. Dude, Spilly Cave. Spilly Cave. Hidden gem. Look up Cario, like Mario with a C. It's got like art that's like it looks like the Sonic the Hedgehog beginning levels for the classic Sonic. And it's got like pots and pans in the background for the percussion, and it's just like it rips. Shit fucking rips, dude. Yeah, Spilly Cave, I found it. That's why I have Spotify around, honest to God, is because it's introduced me to almost all of my current favorite artists. So even though it is scummy and it's being taken over by robots and it's a piece of shit, I have all my playlists there and like it's a place where I find new artists cuz for all its faults it does march things in my direction. It's a shame, and I'll probably have to sooner or later I'll have to put the kibosh on it personally. But like in the meantime, another fucking amazing band is Kirinji right here. I call them Steely Dan from Japan, but they really have like it's like if when Steely Dan got further on in their career, they started doing slightly poppier but still jazzy stuff, like dancier stuff, instead of going more and more into like fringe jazz shit. Like more jazz than jazz fusion, I should say. It's not fringe. It's not like avant garde. It's just like jazzier than it is rock. You know what I mean? But yeah, Kininji, one of my favorite bands of all time, perhaps in my top three. Hard to say because it does fluctuate rapidly, but like, yeah, it's incredible. I love them. Their algo for finding new music sucks ass now, though. Yeah, it's true. I might as well catch this catch can and just get out of here. At least all my playlists are there. So it was good while it lasted, you know? I basically just rejoined to process the old dating playlist. Therapy, you know? I'm still here. I'm still there, though. I don't like it, but it is an invaluable product. I hate it. That's exactly how I feel about pretty much Apple in general because I am. They got me by the balls, you know, I mean, by the balls, by the old testicles, because I'm all of my shit, my workflow of all kinds is interwoven with Apple products, so I really can't leave even if I wanted to. It's very, very irritating. I hate being dependent on on a company that like purposefully does like planned obsolescence, designed obsolescence. It's just like God, I hate it so much, but I am kind of stuck. Yeah, I really like this palette. I think it's a little unexpected. I think it's a little bit spicy. It feels like a weird jazz chord to me when I look at it, which is great for me personally. One of my favorite tropes, as you might know if you've been following my art for a while, is really high detail moments in like cartoony art styles. I love that shit. That's like my bread and butter. A lot of classic SpongeBob does stuff with that. Where are you, mister? It's a good color for that. Hmm. Let's get this on here, yes. He's just funny. He's just a silly guy. The most exaggerated motherfucker in the world. He's got an ass for days. His gold nip nops hanging out of his fucking spandex, whatever it is, pea coat, vacuum formed to his chiseled abs. He's a hilarious design, and I love it. And the funniest thing about it is the fact that you can tell that it was designed without a hint of irony. I love that shit. Show me your moves. Yeah, he's incredible. Speaking of doing something without a hint, yes, exactly. Doing something without a hint of irony reminded me of when I was before I knew outright that I was like bisexual or whatever you want to call me, a creature. Um, when I was really young, I was still drawing even in elementary school, um, and I was with a couple of friends, and they were like, "Yeah, you should draw somebody like a really manly guy, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, what's manly? Oh, what's a manly context? Yeah, like a locker room, right? Yeah, yeah, like a locker room. Uh-huh, right. And let's what's a man like a sailor guy, like yeah, a manly sailor. Yeah, and he's just like got like lots of muscles. He's got like an anchor tattooed. He's in this like locker room. Yeah, so manly. He's wearing no shirt. Yeah, and I imagine the teacher just seeing that shit on my desk when I went to recess, just being like, "That boy gay." Not a trace of self-awareness at all, and accidentally conjures Tom of Finland straight up. Like, oh man, it was so funny. Oh man, so I had no idea. I had no idea. That's kind of what it's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, do you think he knew as he was drawing like the perfectly sculpted apple bottoms of the men in the stone slab? Like, he had to know by then, right? By second arc with Jonathan Joestar. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph Joestar, one of the JoJos with the JoJo crackers. That's an actual thing in the series. He had to know by then when he was drawing like men posing like this with like very little more than a loincloth, just fucking rippling with muscle. He had to know he was at least slightly gay at that point. But also there's like I said, there's no irony, no self-awareness, nothing beyond just a man wanting to draw pretty men. I don't even know if he knew at that point, Mr. Hirohiko Araki. I have this weird, maybe I am projecting from my sailor misadventure that I just mentioned, but part of me really just believes that he didn't even know. He's just like, yeah, so manly. I mentioned it before in the Discord. Have you guys seen S Cryed or Skudaido? It's an anime that was on Toonami for a while. Super, super interesting concept of people who have alters, not as in like DID, but like that's the name of the power, where they could alter matter by they like break shit apart. Like say like you have like the main character has like an arm that he turned into like a super crazy punchy arm, right? Crazy psychic powers. Anyway, he like little bits of the ground around him exploded into like vapor basically, right? Like particles, and then they reformat and his arm kind of like transformed using the matter that he absorbed from that kind of thing, right? It was a huge inspiration to me. The rivalry in that show is legitimately the most homoerotic thing I have ever seen, and it's not on purpose. I don't think it is purely like it is. It is the fight anime substitute fight with fuck phenomenon. If you do that in any fight anime, whenever they say fight, you just beep it after the F. The I only feel alive when I'm feeding you, like that shit. Scryed is one of the most deep into that shit. It's so funny. Like they didn't know. It's just manly rivalry. There's nothing weird about it. Those if you beep the word fight, it is absurd. Yes, Scryed, yes. I know Iraqi went into it wanting to make fun of 80s action movies. I think that's his cover story. That's like a beard right there. That's his beard story. Scryed, there's another show called Shaman King. They're all inspired by JoJo's. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Stands, yeah, yeah. Shaman King was dope, actually. Super interesting art style. But yeah, it's just accidentally yet unstoppably one of the most homoerotic things I've ever seen. Rivals to lovers trope done right in S. Cryad. It's incredible. I ship it like literally beyond so many other ships. Like goddamn. Wow. It's so sumptuous, man. One, two, three. Let's see. I think I should start it there instead. I don't mind the contrast, but it is definitely not reading as yellow as I want, which is fair because it's not yellow. It's like a weird orange to peach. But everything is substitutable. Everything is math, man. It's variables, man. Colors are variables. I treat a lot of the time I treat colors and color choices like the fucking episode of SpongeBob where he makes the sundae. Guess I'll have to use something else. That's like one of the best ways to approach it if you want like really interesting color choices is get a palette that has just enough limitations so that you have to kind of like push yourself. This is one the palettes that I'm using right now have coalesced over like years and years of experimenting where it's like now I have options, but I also but it's also not like every color under the sun. It's like families of counterparts and counterpoints. Your succulent Japanese animation. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? God, I want to get to the point of absurd eloquence where I could just effortlessly pop off with that shit while being arrested for something that I didn't do. Could you imagine the thespian balls that man possesses? You see that chap? That's the chap that touched my penis. That shit's so fucking funny. Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. Well, he's being arrested. What the hell? It'd be really funny if that's not even what you were referencing with that remark, Kenjamin, and I just started popping off with that apropos of literally nothing. But I have a feeling that is what it was. I actually like that a lot less, so I'm going back. I'm going back. Yeah, it's better. Now Kith. I almost missed that. Kith. I always make reference to that to Sensui and Yu Yu Hakusho because I just watched it. We started watching Yu Yu Hakusho, Moxie and I, like last year because she'd never seen it, and it's kind of like one of the best fight mangas and anime. So I was like, if you have to watch any of them with me to appreciate that aspect of my childhood, this is the fucking one to watch. And we got to the Sensui, the Chapter Black arc, and I forgot about Sensui being like, he was like, yeah, and then they'll blow it up, and then there'll be nothing until there's nothing left but piss. And I was like, what, bro? That's a weird flex. It's such a funny thing to say. Hmm. Exactly what you were referencing. Yes, you two love the Game Grumps and that Aaron Handsome. Yeah, yeah. I love Aaron Hansen. Oh, this is actually an artist that I know personally. Name's Wes Leslie. Met him in San Francisco. He was doing, I never had the pleasure to go, but he was doing like haunted house tours of certain districts of San Francisco. I wonder if he's still doing them. That was a fun thing. It's a shame that I didn't have the chance to actually do that before all hell broke loose regarding the pandemic, etc., etc., etc. Having family members, and more importantly, in my case, or a higher priority, a wife that's very high risk, meant I basically completely retracted myself from the outside world with very few exceptions for years because it was just not safe. Like respiratory problems, heart problems in the family. I have no idea what would happen to my wife if she were to get sick. So it was like really we as far as a lot of people are concerned, we might have been like very overly cautious, but as far as I'm concerned, I've never got COVID, and that's how I want to keep it. If I lose the ability to smell properly or like taste properly, I'm just gonna like put myself in cryogenic stasis. Just like, nope, I will not be alive while I cannot enjoy food. So just freeze me and fucking thaw me out later. I'm out. Peace. Food is so important to me. I love it tremendously. The fact that everyone's like, pandemic over. If video lag is horrible no matter how much I refresh. Oh, I'm sorry. That's pretty great. Sometimes you're drawing something. Kenjamin and I have actually talked about it before on social media, etc. We're just shooting the shit in comment section. Um, but I believe we both refer to it as something similar to the chuckle stage, when you just kind of like you've been kind of like noodling away on something for a while, and then you like take a step back, and you're like, oh fuck, I forgot what I was doing, and you just get a little chortle. That's how you know you're cooking. I greatly, greatly enjoy it. Steph and I got COVID in summer of 2023, and thankfully we did not lose our ability to smell slash taste. That's very good. I'm glad to hear that. I just like I don't know what I would do, man. Yeah, yeah, I know. I bet. Hey, what the heck? I erased you. All right. We had a healthy, vaccinated friend get it and basically lose a year of his life, and he's still not normal. Yeah, he was like fit, like like he was like incredibly fit and like very into self care and self maintaining his physique and stuff like that. And he just like he's disabled now, straight up. So like he can't even play Smash Bros with me for too long before like getting needing to dial it back. Crazy. Yes, exactly. And then now I know how bad the lag is from where I'm talking to when you see it, because that's exactly okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yes, that's how you know. Getting giggly at your art. Yes, exactly. I'll try a little bit darker than just pure white. I'm sure our internet's fucked up. I'm sure. I'm not surprised even slightly. Sorry, gang. Well, thank you. Thank you for sticking around in spite. Nah, it's a little too reduced. I'll keep it at that white, and maybe I'll do this instead. And like the warm tone there. Bad box art. Captain Falcon lives. He is real, and he can hurt you. Watch out. gonna do a little substitution real quick, see if this works. This musician Tila Colare does a lot of really like cinematic, best way to describe it, cinematic instrumental pieces. I really enjoy them. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I guess it's just a facet of my streams right now in this very moment. But I'm not too worried about it. Stream's almost done. I'm having a good time. Seems like y'all are enjoying yourselves too, which I really love to see. It's a sign you should be focusing on work, but I'm adorable. Why would you be focusing on work when I'm here being all precious and shit? Uh, thank you. Oh man, and the red as I'm cackling. I'm adorable. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite songs like ever. Things by Lewis Cole, man. Can't wait for that to make it over to you, Ken. Probably get a kick out of that. You hear regardless of latency. Good. Good. Me me dragging everybody's Smash Brothers experience down. I'm here regardless of latency. He's he's just enjoying life, you know. He's here and he's ready for action. Yes. I really enjoy this facial expression. It's so good. Thank you. This is essentially the still version of a moment I want to have in a Captain Falcon animation where he's saying it like slowed down and like probably pitched down. Show me your moves. I still have to figure out how to really do like audio only recording with the Switch and OBS. I think I'm onto it, but I need to do some testing. All right. This this particular progression on this palette from the really sort of like eggplant purple to the teal to the more like brighter cyans is so luscious to me. I love it so much. And I literally just took this version of Vim and Vigor. As you can see, that's its name, Vim and Vigor and Peaks and Valleys. Those are the sister palettes that make up the foundation for the darker ones over here and the lighter ones up here. They're sort of cut from the same cloth and same sort of relative differences, taking the same paths from one hue to the next as they get brighter, etc., etc. I took that, put it in its own document, and I used this function right here, the hue, saturation, brightness, to shift it. So I shifted it down to here, right? So I guess to get it back to where it would be, this is probably what it would look like in the Vim and Vigor family. It's pretty funny. Um, but it's all relative, man. Changing colors. But yeah, I'm working within the mechanisms of Procreate for specific effects. And that's how I got down here to stuff and nonsense with Sound and Fury. But I just absolutely adore that sort of progression of color. Moves. Go to the other side. Get a little bit darker. Zoom in on that gingivitis right there. Yes. Oh no. I try to stay zoomed out as much as possible, but some things you gotta go in for, you know? Just leave them like this. There we go. Now we will sort of peel the resist away, so to speak. Actually, first let me do this. Whoops. Oops. The wrong color selected for that low opacity moment. Well, there he is in all of his whatever the opposite of splendor is. And the last sort of backlighting there. Make it look nice and shiny. And then let's get rid of this excess. It's a very soothing process for me. Just get that little the resist that you would put, if you're doing painting on like a canvas and you want a very specific boundary, or you want a specific effect. You set down a base color and then you put down some tape or some stickers or whatever the hell, right? And then when you peel that away, you're like, ooh, delicious. That's kind of what I feel like I'm doing. All right. Got 7 minutes. As promised, let me go ahead and duplicate this to give him his horrific little Kirby body. We might go over a tiny itty bitty bit, but you know what? I think it'd be worth it. Just a slight adjustment here, you know. I am going to give him actual arms because I need to, but don't fret. I have arms for ears. Outrageous. There's no version of Captain Falcon that exists without being cut like a diamond. Absolutely fucking cut. I believe this in my heart to be true. Let's just delete this line right here. Make way for his little feets. I feel like I knew how to draw fists at one point, and I simply forgot. I don't know if y'all can sympathize. Every time you refresh, you get 2 more ads. Oh no. I'm sorry, honey. Trying to figure out if giving him like shoes is the best approach or if he should have like realistic feet because he's already very grotesque and absurd. And I don't know which is. I mean, the more absurd option is definitely bare feet. That shit's funny as hell. But the more Kirby option is the sort of Jordan almonds. Real feet? Okay, you twisted my arm. You twisted my foot. Just for you, Kedge. Go on the record saying Kenjamin wants feet. And no substitutions. Real feet. Gotta have a little ankle. I'm gonna fit these in here. This is horrible. Let's go. Little toe detail. What has science done? It's me, I'm science. Get little tendons in there. As was discussed in a previous stream, uh, body horror is in its most elemental state is applying human textures to not necessarily human things. And by golly, or combining them in interesting and unexpected, perhaps off-putting ways. And by golly, if we aren't achieving that now, I don't know what we're doing. Terrible thing is I am not a foot guy, but I know it's funnier. You're absolutely right. There's nothing terrible about that. I am also not a foot guy as you put it. Um I wish I enjoy the human form and I like things that are identifiable as human. Um I think human body is I've said it before, is one of the most beautiful things in the world to my human sensibilities. Absolutely gorgeous. Um I hate my own feet. I hate most feet. I don't like that they smell. I don't like the smell of feet. I'm not a foot guy. Just put them away, man. Fucking back to Game Grumps. Apology, condolences to don't show feet guy. Shit's so funny. You appreciate this sort of like chill funk version, the cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I was not expecting it when I was listening to this album by Lettuce, and I was like, whoa, this is a good cover. I think hands and feet are so pretty, but it's in the same way, same weird aesthetic way like I like all parts of the human. Exactly. Exactly. It's why we are married, why we get along so well. It's just that is exactly how I feel. All right, so do you think we should make his arms the same color as his skin, or should they be like the sort of golden parts of his helmet and be just sort of like weird golden arms? I guess if we're doing his feet at like this skin color business, then it does make sense, but I want to hear from chat. It's 3, by the way. That's fine. I'm gonna finish this horrible, horrifying thing. Also, skin. Cool, 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 cool. So shall it be. God, look at him. Shit. Shit. There we go. God damn it. Shit. There we go. Horrible. It's cute. I'm actually into it. Horrible. Why would you say something so horrible? Look at him. Ew. Oh, nightmare. Let's go. The underlighting. Oh man, he's gonna get you, bro. Goomba Falcon. I think I'm gonna just have that. There we go. trying to decide what I'm gonna make in what I'm gonna work on in Minecraft. I think I want before I do anything else, I'm feeling a little bit nude without all of my shit being netherite, so I'm probably just gonna go get some ancient debris. I lost my shit tragically, as you may or may not know, chat. Mostly due to bullshit. Um, Not helped by my hubris and general clumsiness, carelessness, but in my defense, the thing that actually killed me in the way that lost me all my shit was actual bullshit and just Bedrock being buggy as fuck. I will die on that hill. This was not my fault. The actual loss of my goodies. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies. But I got back my sword. I got back my pickaxe. So I just need my shovel and oh yeah. This is by Chiki Okado, my buddy Basic Fun. I don't know if I think he's following me already, but shout out to that fine fellow. I think about like the song comes into my head every once in a while and I forget that it's him. It's like, oh. But good job, man. Peace and love, bro. Anyway, I'm still missing a couple of netherite businesses, and I think that's what I'm gonna do first thing, and then I'll work on my sky castle. Got to get a bunch of dirt sketched. Oh boy, it's gonna be so fucking cool. I've discovered my PC can run all my Steam stuff plus BG3 just fine, but not Infinity Nikki for some reason. Well, that's because you need infinity processing power, idiot. No, that's weird. I wonder why that is. I do love the song and it's very beautiful, but I don't really feel like hearing Tom York grappling with the existential crisis of his love lost right now. Thank you. Maybe it's optimized shittily. Wouldn't be surprised. It seems like a really big jump in scale from a cute little like fashion game to like Breath of the Wild with fashion, you know? So it would make sense. I mean, it's there's still this really weird separation between AAA titles and indie titles, but like people are expecting more and more from indie creators because there's some that just hit so hard and do so well with small teams. So it's like people yeah, there's just this really weirdly high expectation for indie developers. Um but yeah, the what Project Nikki, whatever they're called, the dev team, they've been around for a minute. They've been accumulating a shit ton of money, so it's cool to see them like really swinging for the fences. Very funny to me that BG3 runs perfectly on ultra graphics, but the pretty dress up game can't. Yeah, really. Paper games, is that what they're called? That's cool. Everything's gotcha based. Yeah, yeah. Should I make his nails a different color? I think I have to. I could make him match his horrifying teeth. Let's do it. And then I'll basically do a wash. I'm doing my very best to not give them all my money, but I'm struggling to get all the pretty clothes I want. It's how they get you, as they say in the business. That is how they get you. How they got you might even say. I love that it's even written into the fucking, like, what is the established name for the genre? Gotcha! You spend, like, you do your best not to spend any money on them. And then you spend, like, it's just like a slippery slope. But you start spending like, okay, cool, just a little bit, and you buy the next thing you know, you spend like $1,000, and they're like, gotcha. Okay, there he is. Gotcha, bitch. Exactly. There he is in all his awful splendor. Behold, there he is. You Thanks, I hate it. You're welcome. Anytime, pal. Let me just erase these little edges, and then he's good to go. There we go. Perfect. Ah, shit. Goody goody gumdrops. So I'm curious to see next Visual Wednesday how the 30-minute animation goes. I'm gonna try to get a good night's sleep beforehand. He's coming. Good, good. A bouncing baby boy. He's my son. Give me back my son. Actually, in this case, it's probably you can keep my son. He is gross and off-putting. What kind of father would I be to deny this face? What kind of father would I be? Forgot a layer of highlight. It's fine. There he is. There he is. Splendiferous, bulging, bouncing baby boy. A byproduct of my horrible machinations. I did it again, and now it's stuck. That's my brand now. Horrible. Can't believe I did it twice in one stream. Anyway, there he is. Horrible forever. Aww, I shudder to think what he's gonna look like in his full maturity. Well, I might draw it someday. Well, he's ready. He's ready for it. On that note, on that note, let me just do this. Thank you very much for joining me for my horrible adventure. Oh, is that better? Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me as I doodle and as I animate. Um, I adore y'all. Once again, I am Nathan Blackwood, aka Blackfoot. I do art, music, and animation. I make the video games go play on the TV times. Um, Next stream is going to be Fight Club Friday. In a couple of days, going to go back to the Smash Brothers, as is appropriate from this horrible gentleman right here. Um, yeah, if you have not followed yet, if you have not subscribed yet, and you have an interest in doing it, by all means, be my guest. We'd love to have you. If you want to join the Discord, the Blecking Crew, we posted the link a couple times here. Join it. It's full of cool folks, and we love more people. If you want to support me, you can support me for as little as $1 on Patreon. It helps me keep kicking. Any little bit counts. Really appreciate anything and everything that you can give, but no pressure. Ko-Fi is the place to get my commissions. If you, for some reason, want something like this little gentleman, or you know, any art style, I'm pretty good to go with. Just if you don't see whatever you're looking for in the pricings and the listings there, shoot me a DM. I'll make it happen. Without any further ado, I'm going to skedaddle. I'll see you guys on Fight Club Friday, and if not, see you in the Discord, and if not, I'll see you in the ether. The internet's a big place. We'll probably run into each other. All right, love you. Bye.